were you really expecting a positive result from this game, or you just know that it's going to be tough for you over 90 minutes against the leaders of the competition?
Yeah, despite Mount Pleasant being the leader, I don't think any coach enter a game without want to win the game. You understand? But there was some positives from the game. I think we have a wonderful first half. You know, positive to me. And if it was 1 half, I think we'd have come with a point today. But unfortunately, that's not how football works.
You get a few look-ins to really get something out of the game. But this now push you back. Tell us about that.
This game is behind us. We have to look forward. I mean, we learn from the game, go out to the training ground, do what we have to do, make the necessary adjustments, and do what we have to do for the games coming up.
Coach, the relegation battle, how does that take a toll on the players, and how difficult is it to keep them motivated so that every match day they come out with that positive mindset?
Well, unfortunately, no, we're not in the relegation zone, you know.
Battle.
Yeah, relegation battle because we're not in the red zone.
Yeah.
But it's something to think about. But if you think about that, we're going to go forward, you know.
Yeah.
Look at the positives of, apart from the last 2 games. I think we would have had a decent run, you know. But we can't do well. And the negative, we have to try and take each game step at a time and start from any training ground.
Based on the performance that you have seen tonight, up against the champions with a lot of quality players, are you impressed with how your team displayed themselves, and also you think that's a strong positive going to the other games where not so strong of opponents are going up against?
Yes and no. Yes, because I was impressed with the discipline of our team in the first half. And I think that is something we were struggling with, you know, at this level, unfortunately. But I think a lot of positives can take out of the game, playing up against a Mount Pleasant, you know, the best in the league, you know, and we can take the positives and move it forward.
Mount Pleasant only got the winner with players coming off the bench, but you guys didn't necessarily like step up the level when other players come on, your substitute come on. Do you think that that's a huge difference in what's happening in the league, and also the difference between your team and a Mount Pleasant team with the quality that they have coming off the bench?
Totally agree with you. You know, I think Mount Pleasant is an oil machine, you know, because the Mount Pleasant make a change is an impact, it's an instant impact, you know, and that is something we know, and I think our changes are very important. You know, we try and let the lads know, come on, try and make an impact, you know. But unfortunately, our change did not make that impact compared to a Mount Pleasant change, you know. And again, I think the first goal was lapse in concentration, very, very soft technical error. You know, I don't want to play any blame game because it's football, it's a team sport, you know. But it's individual as well, so we have to work on our individual self, you know, and put the team first.
What does that say about you, the coaching staff, and the work that you guys have been doing so far, going up against a team with so much quality, and to go against them in that manner, head to head?
That is why I say, I think we have an excellent first half, and kudos to the boys because our first half they show discipline, they show character, you know, and they work within the objective and the instruction that we're told, you know. I think over a period of time, you know, legs and we can't match and match with the changes compared to a Mount Pleasant. But I think they put on a decent show, and I think the goals were just some soft technical and tactical error on the boys.
Your team switch up in defensively. Now you guys played. We saw new money coming to the midfield alongside Vanzi. Is that just adding more solidity to the defensive aspect of the game? Sometimes, you know, it kind of affect the attacking going forward because the numbers are not enough. But at least it display a proper, solid defensive performance.
Perfect. We know Mount Pleasant would have come to us at that time, what an overload on the right side. So we just decided to play with one winger, you know, and tuck inside and shift, and it worked, you know, and try to work on the counter press. And I think we were very weak in that area, you know, get the ball, some soft, very soft turnovers, you know. But that's the plan. Compact the midfield, one winger one side, and we shift across.
Yeah,
to add up with Mount Pleasant midfield.
Yeah, I saw what you guys did in regards to playing a little bit more narrow.
Yes.
I'm giving them the wide areas, and just to force them because it's harder to score out wide than going central. Yeah. But pivotal player to the entire team, and what you guys were doing was Demar Deacon. He got so much privilege to go all over. Is that a specific role that is given, or just maybe just a player doing that?
Definitely not, because they expect every player on the pitch to give a 50-50 defensively, you know, so either zonal marking or man-to-man, you know, do your work. So it's not a situation where we give them a free roll, nothing like that, you know. But we just want to have two wingers on that side because we think that's our strong side.
All right, coach. Best wishes for the rest of the season.
All right.